Hey y'all, this is Mathea Ford with Renal Diet Headquarters, RDHQ, renaldiethq.com. And I'm going to go live today, like I've promised you I'm going to do every day in August. And today I want to talk about when you have a pre-dialysis diet, which is stage 1, stage 2. You can have some changes, but mostly you're eating healthier, you're eating more whole grains, you're eating more fruits and vegetables, more like a DASH diet or a lots of grains, fruits and vegetables, that type of stuff. And then there's stage 3, which is there's stage 3A, stage 3B, and that depends on your labs a little bit. And that's when you start to have some changes where you need to start doing things a little different. And then it's telling me to do all these strange things. Then there's stage 4 and stage 5, and as you get to stage 5, you get to the point where you're considering dialysis. You're starting to get the stents placed and the different access provided and stuff like that. So I'm really talking about stage 3, stage 4. If you're in stage 1, stage 2, my encouragement to you is just to eat healthier, eat more whole grains, eat fruits and vegetables, drink more water. But when you're talking about stage 3, stage 4, as you move towards stage 5, then those are when you need to make some changes. So the first thing that I would suggest to you to do is just to really know what you want to eat and what is the reason why you're eating out. So if you're eating on the go, if you know you're going out and you know you're going to be out all day, like happens to me a lot, I'll have to run the kids different places. If I know I'm going to do that and I know there's not going to be a lot of good time to eat, or there's not a good choice that I would have to eat, then I'm going to try to plan ahead and look at what is available. So is there a Subway or a sandwich shop, or am I going to eat fast food? Am I going to try to find a restaurant? I'm trying to think about what types of things I'm doing that are going to be able to make me able to eat a healthier meal. Let me look at my notes. Hey, thanks. So when you know ahead of time what you're doing, then you can plan those things. So if you know what type of restaurant it is, you can look ahead and see what type of things that they have that are things you might want to eat. If it's a Subway sandwich shop, you might see that, okay, they have white or whole grain bread. You're not going to get the extra stuff. What kind of sandwiches are you going to get? What kind of things can you add? One of my favorite places to eat, and my kids too, is Genghis Grill. And they love that place because they can add what they want. You go through like a little salad bar area and you just pick and choose what you want, and then you hand it to them at the end and they cook it with the sauce or whatever additional things you want. And you have a super large amount of control over your food that you're eating. So doing that is a good idea. Just doing a little bit of planning ahead is when you can really make the best choices. If you're caught out, or if you're over at a friend's house and they're like, hey, let's go have some lunch, know what kind of places you can go to that are going to have good choices for you. Low sodium, lots of fruits and vegetables, good choices, lots of choice with your food, so you can tell them, you know, I want this on it, I don't want that on it. All of that matters. Second of all, you need to know your low protein choices. So what types of things can you eat off the menu that have lower protein? Because you're really trying to not necessarily eat no protein, but you're trying to eat a lower amount of protein. So if it's a sandwich, can you just get the regular amount of sandwich meat, or do you double it? If it's a hamburger, can you get it without you know, additional cheese? Can you decrease can you get the smaller size hamburger, junior version or whatever? A lot of people are watching potassium and phosphorus, so of course you're going to watch potatoes, but just try to think of what other options there are. A lot of restaurants today, even fast food places, have, sorry, the camera's shaking, have a lot of salads. for choices, so you can do that, and you can, you know, set some of the meat to the side. Sorry, I'm outside and there's a lot of things going on out here. But I thought it's just a beautiful day outside, so why not do my live outside? And then lastly, I wanted to talk about asking for alterations. So I've kind of mentioned that a couple times along the way, but thinking about things that you want to have altered. Don't put the sauce on it. How do you cook it on the grill? Can you not put this on it? Can you put this on it? All those things together when you're looking at where you're going, what you're planning on doing, and then trying to make sure you have control over how much you're eating, even if it's just to the point of asking for a little sandwich box that you can put your leftovers in and take those, cut your stuff in half and put it to the side in the beginning. And then just knowing that later on you just are going to manage your diet a little better that day. So if you know you're going to have kind of a higher sodium lunch, try to make sure that your dinner is lower sodium. So, hey, I see I got a couple people watching. I just wanted to recap, if you're kind of out and going around, then try to watch what you're eating by knowing ahead of time what your plan is, and going with what you can control and trying to also manage it later. So, thanks for listening today. This is Mathea Ford with RenalDietHQ.com. I want to remind you that you can get a free 7-day meal plan for your renal diet, for pre-dialysis, for renal diabetic, or for dialysis on my website. Just go to the page, RenalDietHQ.com. There's 4 little bars at the top. Just click one of those that meets the closest to what you are, and we'll get you a meal plan on over. Okay? Thanks. Have a great day.